Today, we're going to be talking about Yann's latest article on Substack. You can read that. It's about how AI agents are not just chatbots. Hi, Yann. Can you talk a bit more about that analogy in that article about chatbots being like a microwave and AI agents being like a chef? Could you open this up a bit?
A chatbot is just confined, to a window. You can train it with your own information, and it can do a few things, for instance, with dialogue flow and so forth. But at the end, the chatbot is limited, right? Whereas AI agent can do anything. I mean, we've done it has its own platform, on the line graph side, it has, it has access to services, to API, to MCP server, and it can do workflow automation. So it's if you want, it has the agent has a lot more superpower to do things. And I think chatbot was the beginning, and now we're at the era of the AI agent, and I think there's so much more that we can do with that. So.
I want you to talk a bit more about some successful implementations you also talked about for AI agents, Credit Agricole, Mayo Clinic, even Zasmic itself has had some pretty interesting AI agent implementations. Could you talk about the kind of disruption you see it causing industry-wide?
We've done projects that completely, for instance, end-to-end take care of serving a customer, enabling a customer, and making a customer ready in production, right? I mean, which you cannot do with a chatbot. With a team of agents, enables a client to purchase some hardware via a portal, to configure that hardware in the portal, and we via an agent, and then to set it up in production for him in his premise and go up and working, which would have never been able to do 2 or 4 years ago. And all of that just using agent and without hiccups. So very complex task that you can do from software to purchase an item, to configure a piece of hardware, and to launch it in production, which is complex thing. So there's so much more. That's the chef in the kitchen right there for you.
You mentioned like a 3-part process of how they're running, where they're planning, learning, and then acting. I think even with some of the newer models that are coming out, we're seeing how they're able to reason with their own responses. I think that's something that's fascinating. So applying this to businesses, because I'm sure there's no business that doesn't want to shift into using AI agents at this point. So from a change management perspective, how do you think a business can best manage this shift?
Hard. I think the change management part is hard. I think it needs to come from the top. You enable your team to go 10x in productivity, and sometimes replace some of the tasks that your team does. It's not about replacing people, but it's about enabling them to do much more in their day-to-day. And so I think that's one part. And then to address your second part, it's true that the agent now can think, right? Can reason, and can within the scope of what he or she has to do, right? He's basically able to be pretty independent, right? So I think that bring a lot of sophistication into this agent/team of agent solution that you can put in place in your company.
As you said right at the end, that stop missing out and start doing when it comes to getting AI agents in the organization.
Time is now. And I think everybody's doing it. People are missing out on productivity if they don't. It needs to come from the top. Otherwise, people will always find a reason not to use them. So.